Hello everyone and welcome to a new Infinity Kingdom video. This video will be a bit different because I want to talk about our server specifically, which is server 49. Because a lot of big things are happening at the same time, which is we're reviving the blue faction and we're going back to a 3-faction server pretty soon. Not right away, but we're still in the middle of preparations. So I want to talk how our server came to this point. How did we end up in a 2-faction server, red and green? Because it didn't happen because of a war or anything like that. So what happened is the beginning of the very first KVK back then. There were a lot of people who were discussing how should we approach the first KVK. And there was a lot of questions that is being asked. How could we perform the best when it comes to the KVK? Because it was a big event, biggest at this point of the game. And we wanted to win the event no matter what. So we decided that we will merge into one alliance so we could make use of all the capitals buffs that is available right now, which is all the major capitals. If we can take a look here at all the capitals that is available, you can see that all the capitals share a certain buff that is very important when it comes to BVB. This one here increased the immortal attack by 8%, and if we take a look at all the buffs that we're getting from a territory, currently TF, our alliance, is holding 5 capitals here with a total of, I believe, 28% immortal attack, which is the most important buff that you could get from a city or a capital in Norheim cities. So we decided to merge into one big alliance that is holding all the capitals and all the most important city buffs, such as Dryad here, for example. This one here provides troops HP by 3%. And so on. So we started another discussion. Which alliance should it be? And we ended up that it should be the Green Alliance, since it has the highest tech back then. We couldn't max the tech for our Blue Alliance back then. I was part of the Blue Alliance and I believe there was some records that could prove this. If we take a look at our battle records, you can see that the family, which our alliance in server 49, played against Northern Kingdom, which is the Blue Alliance in 49. And if we take a look here, you can see when it comes to enemies, I was part of the enemy alliance. All these guys are currently at the Green Alliance at the moment. So we decided that it should be the Green Alliance since they had the highest tech compared to the other alliances, which is the Blue Alliance and the Red Alliance. And we ended up in a 1-faction server, a green server, and we still received a lot of help from the Blue Alliance and the Red Alliance. And if we could look at the records here, we can see that at Season 1, this is Season 1 here, 49 won the battle of the KVK. If we take a look at the total of the thermal towers here, contributions, you can see that, well, it doesn't distinguish the blue guys and the red guys. However, I remember pretty sure that Cardi used to be in the blue and Boom Shaklak here used to be in the red. Most of the top contributors here are from the Blue or either the Red Alliances back then. I ranked 93rd in this season, and when it comes to destroying thermal towers, all of these guys were part of the either Blue or the Red Alliance. So our plan was just simple plan. The main alliance, which is TF, will be doing the main fights, and then the other alliance will be our backup and our support, which will help deconstructing towers or flanking in other enemies and stealing their cities, because back then there was no thermal towers protecting the cities. You could walk on any city that you would like and you start attacking it right away without needing to deconstruct a thermal tower. So this is how we ended up in a one faction server. After KVK, I remember first KVK we allied with an alliance from server 53, which is Zero Remorse Alliance, and then we invited them to join us in server 49, and ever since they had joined us in server 49 and they began to be part of the server. Lots of strong guys and lots of good people are there, and this is how we ended up in a two faction server. So right now it is green and red. Recently we started to invite a lot of guys from server 65. They're currently starting to moving like 2 days ago. A lot of strong people are coming in. Not all of them arrived yet. However, there will be a lot of people who will be arriving in the next few days. And I think there will be 50% who will arrive right away before the upcoming KVK. And then after the next KVK, all of them will arrive and they will fill the Blue Alliance. I passed the R6 of the Blue Alliance to Scar a few days ago. He's a cool guy. I talked to him a lot. And I think this will be all for this video, guys. I just wanted to share with you the story about server 49, how it came from 3 faction server into one faction server, which was green, and then 2 faction server, and soon we will be a 3 faction server again in the future. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day.